South Dakota State Representative Steve Hickey was talking about same-sex marriage and gay people in general in a Facebook post, and he compared them to a one-way alley for a garbage truck. And of course, people were extremely offended at his statement and what he wrote on Facebook, so there were journalists in the area that questioned him about it and asked whether or not he was apologetic for the offensive statements he made. Here's what he had to say.
There are no warnings against, public health warnings against homosexual sex, you know, I mean, it's the general consensus of science is that the actual physical act is not any more dangerous.
I don't believe that consensus exists. I think there's a complete intimidation factor going on. And here's what I'd like to ask Dr. Weiland. Do you tell your patients to wash their hands before they eat? Why? Because you touch a doorknob and you don't want to get it inside your body. But and here, you know, I hesitate to get crude again, but Dr. Weiland, is it okay for 8 of your friends that you're in love with to take a dump in your bed and you can sleep in it all year long?
Jeez.
Okay, perhaps you shouldn't have gone there.
Yeah. So he was speaking to editor Patrick Lally there. He was the first person you saw in the video, and he was really questioning the stupid ideology that this guy has. And he decided to double down in the worst possible way.
Yeah, so later the guy he was speaking to was like, hey, can we just watch the crude language with it taking a dump on the bed and such?
Yeah.
Okay, I once knew an anarchist, but I didn't know him. It actually happened to a person that I knew. She was a victim. Busts into their house, by the way, takes their stuff. Okay, all right. Way to make a political message by stealing her stuff. And then takes a dump in her bed and then pulls the comforter back over it. Okay. And he was also a homosexual. Like, what does that have to do with anything? By the way, this guy's a child, right? It's like, he says, it's a one-way alley for the garbage truck. Literally, my 3-year-old son came home from preschool one day and he's like, he had learned this like insult. And he's like, oh yeah? I throw you in a garbage truck.
Ooh.
Okay. We're like, oh, that's what this guy sounds like. I throw the homosexuals in a garbage truck.
No, but what's amazing to me is how much time these right-wing zealots spend on thinking about gay sex.
Oh, yeah.
Because I mean maybe it's crossed my mind once or twice, but like not the graphic details of it. Like I don't think about 2 men having anal sex all day, but I get the sense that he's really sat down and analyzed it.
He's like,
or analyzed it.
Oh! You're right. He spends a lot of time thinking about how dirty it is. He's like, those are naughty boys. They're being so dirty. And by the way, the very last quote here in this article from this gentleman was, this is an impossible thing for me to talk about. Agreed.
Yes.
That's why you should have stopped a long time ago. These are the guys that we're having debates with.
I know, it's amazing. State Representative, South Dakota. Look at your life, look at your choices.
Okay, and you know what? Sorry, but guilty.
Okay.